One of the best ways to learn a language is through humor. So in this episode, I'm going to teach you some jokes in English for us to have some fun and practice the language together. Hey everybody, how's it going? Thiago here and welcome to another episode of the podcast. Happy Sunday. In case you're new here, I've created this podcast and YouTube channel to help intermediate and advanced learners of English communicate with more confidence, more accuracy, more clarity, and more awareness. If this sounds like something you want for yourself and your English, subscribe to the channel and follow the show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts so you don't miss a single new episode. Also, let me remind you that registrations for my conversation club are officially open. Classes begin next month in August 2024 and go until November 2024. We're going to stay 4 months together. This is a great opportunity for you to practice your English speaking skills with me live in a call and other learners. So if you want to learn more about how you can join the Conversation Club, the link to the page is in the description of the video here on YouTube, also as a pinned comment below. If you are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, just go to the show notes of this episode and the link is there. Just remember that you gotta be at least an intermediate level speaker of English already because the classes happen fully in English, and you gotta be available to join every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. BRT, that's Brasilia time, okay? Limited spots, so if it makes sense to you, if you can join now and secure your registration, because once the spots are filled, I'm gonna close the enrollments and then you're gonna have to wait till next year when I open the next group, okay? So do check it out, My Conversation Club. All right, guys, today is a special day. It's a special Sunday because it happens to be my birthday as well. Look at that. But don't worry, I haven't forgot about you. So I am here on my birthday making a video for you because I gotta give you a video for Sunday, don't I? So today, we're gonna be talking a little bit about jokes in English. I'm gonna give you here some examples of 3 different types of jokes in English that are quite common. Puns, one-liners, and knock-knock jokes, okay? Puns, one-liners, and knock-knock jokes. These jokes are designed more for language learners, so they are a little bit silly by nature, but for us language learners, they are fun. First of all, let's define pun. P-U-N. What is a pun? A pun is a form of wordplay, a play on words, okay, that exploits the different possible meanings of a word or the fact that there are words that sound alike or sound similar but have different meanings. The result is typically a humorous or funny effect. So basically, puns are jokes that rely on play with words, okay? So here's an example. I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down, okay? Because when you put down a book, you stop reading it. Imagine you are reading a book and then, oh, this book is too boring. I'm going to stop reading it. So you put the book down, you put it down. That's what it means, to stop reading it. But you see, the joke here is I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. Got it? Like it's impossible to stop reading, but also we understand that since it's about anti-gravity, you can't physically put the book down because it's anti-gravity. Got it? So that's a pun. It's a play on words, usually with a double meaning. Okay? Let me give you some more examples of puns here in English. Check this one out. Why was King Arthur's army too tired to fight? It had too many sleepless nights. Got it? Because here, a knight, that's K-N-I-G-H-T, that's a soldier back in the medieval times that usually fought for a king. You know the story of King Arthur and the 12 knights. I believe it's 12 knights, right? So that's a soldier, okay, back in the day. But the word night also sounds the same as night, like nighttime, you know, N-I-G-H-T. Okay, so night and night. So going back to the joke here, why was King Arthur's army too tired to fight? It had too many sleepless nights. So when you have a sleepless night, for example, you can't sleep well that night. But here I'm talking about King Arthur's knights or soldiers. They were sleepless. The nights were sleepless. Got it? Here's another one, guys. What do you call a thieving alligator? Thieving is like an alligator that steals, like a thief. Okay, that's a thieving person, a thieving alligator in this case. So what do you call a thieving alligator or an alligator that steals stuff? A crocodile. That's a crocodile. Yeah, it's not a crocodile. The animal is called croc, right? Crocodile. But here I'm saying crocodile because a crook is a thief. Is a person who steals things. Crook is an informal word for thief, for criminal. Okay, oh, he's a crook. He steals stuff. Okay, so that's a crocodile, not a crocodile. Got it? Another pun. Here's one more. What do you call a bee that can't make up its mind? When you make up your mind, you make a decision about something. Okay, you decide. When you make up your mind, you decide. So what do you call a bee that can't decide stuff, that can't make up its mind? A maybe. Got it? That was pretty good. I like that one. A maybe. So guys, these are some examples of puns in English. Puns are all about wordplay, play with words. There's a lot of words that have different spellings but the same sound, but also different meanings, So that's pretty much the idea here. All right. We also have another type of joke in English that's quite common. These are called one-liners. One-liners because these are jokes that you can tell in just one line, in one sentence, pretty much. Okay, it's a one line, one sentence. Yeah. Maximum two, So check it out. So what if I don't know what Armageddon means? It's not the end of the world. Got it? Because Armageddon is the end of the world. Yeah, it's the apocalypse. It's the Armageddon. But imagine a person says, so what if I don't know what Armageddon means? It's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal if I don't know what Armageddon means. But the end of the world is the very definition of Armageddon. That's the punchline here. That's the funny part, okay? By the way, guys, this is a great expression for you to memorize. The punch line. Punch like a boxer punches, for example, a punch. So what is the punch line in a joke? It's the phrase or the part of the joke where you are supposed to laugh. Okay, where the funny part is. Okay, so usually in a joke, you have the setup. You set up the context, and then you give the punchline. The punchline usually makes people laugh. Okay. So again, the setup here is, so what if I don't know what Armageddon means? That's the setup. What is the punchline? It's not the end of the world. Oh, I got it. Funny. You see? That's the punchline. Sometimes you might not understand a joke or get a joke because you didn't understand the punchline or you failed to get the punchline. Okay? Here's another example of a one-liner type of joke. Did you hear about the crook who stole a calendar? He got 12 months. Got it? So crook, again, the thief, the criminal who steals stuff. So did you hear about the crook or the thief who stole a calendar? He got 12 months. Well, first he got 12 months because he stole a calendar. So he has 12 months now, right, on the calendar. And the other meaning is he got 12 months like in jail. Yeah? So, oh yeah, he got 12 months. We understand he got 12 months in jail. Got it? That's the punchline here. Another type of joke in English that is quite common is what we call knock-knock jokes. Knock-knock, like when you knock at the door, like, you know? So for this type of joke, usually you need a second person, okay? You need a second person that is familiar with the structure of a knock-knock joke, because if you are the person listening to the joke, you have to interact with the person telling the joke by asking two questions, basically. The first one is who's there? And the second one is whatever the person said, who? So let me give you an example here. Imagine you start by saying knock knock, and then your friend says, who's there? And then you say, lettuce. And then your friend says, lettuce who? And now is the punchline. Let us in, we're freezing. Okay, that's the punchline right there. So the funny part here, or the punchline, is that lettuce is the vegetable, right? The green vegetable. That's the lettuce. But that also sounds similar to let us in connected speech. Let us in, like let us enter the place. Let us in, we're freezing. Okay? So again, knock knock, who's there? Let us. Let us who? Let us in, we're freezing. Got it? That's the punchline. Another one, knock knock, who's there? Beats. Beats who? Beats me. Okay? Originally here, I'm using beets, the vegetable, the purple vegetable, beets, okay? But then beats me, I think I've already explained that expression here in a previous episode. That's B-E-A-T, beats me. When you say to a friend, beats me, you're saying, I have no idea. Like, hey, I don't understand this. Do you know about that? And then you go, beats me, like, I don't understand it either, okay? But again, here's a case of two words that have different spellings but the same sound, okay? So knock knock, who's there? Beats. Beats who? Beats me, okay? By the way, guys, these words are called homophones. Homophones, okay? Words that have different spellings but have the same sound, like beet, the vegetable, versus beet, B-E-A-T, okay? Very nice. And I have a couple more jokes here for you, so check this one out. Why did the bicycle fall over? Because it was too tired. Did you get that? Why did the bicycle fall over? Why did the bicycle, fall over? Because it was too tired. The bicycle has tires, right? The bicycle has two tires. Those are the wheels, right? Two tires. But you see, the word two, the number two, is similar in pronunciation to the word to, T-O-O. Oh yeah, I'm too tired today. I have to rest. I'm too tired. But here, I'm talking about the bike. The bike is too tired. The bike has two tires. Got it? So that's the punchline here again. Why did the bicycle fall over? Because it was too tired. Got it? What about this one? Why can't skeletons play church music? Because they have no organs. That's a good one, right? Yeah. Why can't skeletons play church music? Because they have no organs. They're just skeletons. But what we are talking about here is organs, the instruments, right? That usually we hear in churches. Yeah, the organ. Got it? Another one. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. So a scarecrow is that ugly doll that usually people on farms, place in a crop field, to kind of scare, I guess, the birds or something, the crows, So you have the scarecrow like that hanging there in the crops, in the middle of the crops, it's kind of an ugly thing, right? So why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. That's the literal meaning, right? He was outstanding there in his field. That's the literal meaning. But also, when a person is outstanding, the person is excellent at something, In this case, in his field could be a person's professional area. So for example, as a teacher, he was always an outstanding teacher. He was always a very good, excellent teacher, Got it? So that's the double meaning here, and that's the punchline. Guys, we could say that most of these jokes that I presented to you today could be called or considered dad jokes. What is a dad joke? A dad joke is a type of corny, often predictable joke or pun that is typically told by fathers to their children. They are usually harmless and lighthearted, but often elicit eye rolls due to their overly simplistic or obvious humor. Dad jokes are often based on puns, wordplay, or simple observational humor. Okay? But remember that although they are called dad jokes, they are not exclusive to fathers and can be told by anyone. It's just the type of joke, okay? The term has become a popular way to describe a certain type of cheesy humor. Some nice words here. Cheesy humor, corny humor. Something cheesy or corny is kind of ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous, it's not cool. It's the opposite of cool. So these could be considered dad jokes because they are simple, they have obvious humor, and they are silly and innocent at the same time. All right, guys, and that's what I have for you today for Sunday. You know what? Here's a little homework for you. Look up another pun or funny wordplay or joke in English and post here in the comment section below. Remember, keep it family friendly, nothing vulgar or obscene, okay? Just find something that is nice for us language learners and post here in the comment section below. And then, you guys can have fun with the jokes that you're gonna be placing here under the video as well. Don't forget to check out my conversation club, link in the description and in the show notes. And if you can't join the club right now, you can also check out my pronunciation course, which is still available on pre-sale. Link also in the description and in the show notes. Guys, thank you very much for watching today. I'm Thiago, I'm signing off, and I'll be talking to you very soon in the upcoming video. Bye-bye.